We use them in everyday speech and most of us understand their intended meaning in modern day text. However, those words coming out of your mouth often have a dark, strange, and sometimes even bloody origin. Here are 10 popular sayings that you've probably heard and the original meanings attached to them. Number 1. Cat's got your tongue. This phrase is strange when you actually think about it, which is probably why you think its origin would be equally as bizarre. Though its origin is debated, history points to ancient Egypt where blasphemers and liars' tongues were cut out and fed to cats. Another theory comes from the English Navy as they use cat o' nine tails for flogging, which is to beat or whip someone. The pain was said to be so excruciating that the victim would often stay quiet for a very long time, sometimes even days. Break the ice. The original meaning of this phrase is to forge the path for others to follow. Back when road transportation wasn't fully developed, ships were often the only mode of transportation between regions. Ships would get stuck during the winter months because of the ice formation. So receiving countries sent small ships to break the ice to help clear the way for the incoming trade ships. Bite the bullet. In the old days when doctors were short on anesthesia during war times, they would often ask their patients to bite down on bullets to distract from the pain. This is because often bullets, and in rare cases a person's limbs, had to be removed in order to save their life. Although they are very strong, bullets made from lead will bend when bitten hard enough. Hence, the patient's teeth wouldn't break, and it would also prevent them from screaming even louder, which was probably beneficial to both the patient and the doctor. Giving a cold shoulder. Those who speculate this saying's true origin are basically split down the middle on this one. In medieval England, it was customary to give a guest a cold piece of meat from the shoulder of either mutt, pork, or beef when the host felt it was time for the guest to leave. It was a nice way of saying, "Get the f*** out of my house, you couch-surfing freeloader." However, many literary analysts believe the saying always was the same, being unwelcoming or antisocial to someone through non-verbal cues. Number 5. Turning a blind eye. This popular saying dates back to the Battle of Copenhagen in 1801. A British naval hero by the name of Admiral Nelson had one blind eye. When the British forces signaled for him to stop attacking a fleet of Danish ships, he raised his telescope to his blind eye and said, "I don't see the signal." Defiance by means of disability. Barking up the wrong tree. This saying comes from hunting dogs who would chase their prey up trees. The dogs would bark near the bottom of the trees, believing that their prey was still in that very tree, when in fact the prey often had escaped in partnering trees through close hanging branches at the tops of the trees. Nice try, dog. Buttering someone up. Buttering someone up comes from the ancient Indian custom of throwing clarified balls of butter at statues of gods in order to seek favors. I'll start throwing balls of butter at my bosses when I think I deserve a raise. Caught red-handed. The origin of this phrase comes from Scotland around the 15th century. The first documented mention of red-handed is in the Scottish Act of Parliament of James I in 1432. If someone butchered an animal that didn't belong to them, they had to be caught with the animal's blood on their hand in order to be convicted. Now, the saying is used much more metaphorically. Saved by the bell. Stemming from the fear of being buried alive, this term is thought to have originated during the 17th century. People would ask for their coffins to be attached to a string that goes above ground and connects to a bell. At night, guards would walk around listening for bells and would dig up a person's body who was mistakenly thought to be dead. Surprisingly, this was a very common occurrence. Freaky. Waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Hundreds of years ago, the Romans thought anything associated with the left was thought to be sinister. To ward off evil, people would push the left side of their bed against the wall so that they had to wake up on the right side of the bed every single morning. This way, good luck would follow them throughout their days. That's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more videos like this, I put them out every single week. If you have any ideas for videos that you would like to see, send them my way because I'm always open to new ideas. Boop, boop.